And we're back now. We're talking with our area athletic directors all about the spring sports outlook. And now we have Todd Stewart joining us from Bluffton High School. First year as athletic director.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep, first year.
Now, of course, we know you've been at Bluffton High since it opened in 2004.
Yes.
So why don't you share with the viewers about your history there at Bluffton High?
Okay, so back in 2004, I moved to Bluffton to take the first athletic training position at Bluffton High School. So for 16 years, I held that position. Over that time, of course, cared for the athletes on the field, also developed a sports medicine program for classes, and that grew over time. And then last year, the Coach Slaughter moved on, and the position opened up for athletic director, and I was interested in a new challenge and an exciting new role at the school, and threw my name in there, and things worked out, and here I am.
You know, I think it's probably such a comfort, honestly, and a blessing to the school, because everyone already they knew you. Mm-hmm. They knew your history there. They knew what kind of person you were, and so I think it was probably an easy transition, I would think. How was that transition for you in that role shift?
It was an easier transition, knowing the staff, knowing the support there, knowing how high quality coaches that we have on staff, easy to work with, truly care about the development of the student athlete, not just what happens on the field. Mm-hmm. So I was excited to work with those guys, continue those relationships built over time, and I think we're...
Now, before we get on to spring, the winter is still wrapping up, and you've got some exciting things happening with wrestling.
Saturday, February 27th, we'll be hosting the Lower State Individual Wrestling Tournament. And in that tournament, which we've hosted in the past, it's a very exciting opportunity to see some high-quality wrestling around the state. As far as Bluffton High School, we have 6 wrestlers that qualified for that competition, so we're excited to see those guys.
That's a pretty good number, right?
Yeah.
To have 6.
Yeah.
All right, so you got that to deal with. That's going to be coming up great. And then obviously spring training, spring sports, even scrimmages have started. Let's walk us through some of the outlook on the spring sports fields, starting with whatever sport you'd like.
Okay. Looking at golf, we have some strong returning golfers, and we have a new group that has come out. So Coach Floyd is excited to work with some new young golfers and develop those into our program. Coach Wagner at tennis, again, a great group coming back with some young talent moving up. We have some really good new coaches, assistant coaches for her this year, and they're doing a great job working with our athletes. Softball, Coach Rose has done a great job with that program the last couple of years, picking it up and grabbing and running with it. He has a couple great seniors on the team and an eager group to come out and perform well for him this year. Coach Kitty is another one that has been on staff since day one, 2004. He's another team surrounded by some great new coaches, young coaches, and veteran coaches that have been around for a while. And those kids are looking good out on the field. Boys soccer, girls soccer, strong programs. Boys graduated a group, but he is excited with the group that he has returning as well this year. Very strong, eager, anxious to get going and back on the field. Girls soccer actually has not only some good young talent coming in, but they're returning a lot of starters from last year. So I know they're ready to pick up from where they've been in the last couple of years and progress the program. Girls lacrosse, Coach Mattingly, she's done a phenomenal job over the years with team bonding. Those girls do very well together as a team on and off the court. They come out often to support other teams, which I love to see.
That is so important. That's such an important element, is to have that off-field bonding and balance, because that really does make a difference on the competition field.
It is.
That's good to see that.
It is. It carries over on and off the field. And we have a new coach with boys lacrosse this year, Nick Bautista. and he is doing a great job. I think he's a good fit for building the lacrosse program. I think it's going to become stronger and stronger under his watch. Track and field numbers look up this year in track and field, so the interest is good there, and we're excited with their coaching staff and their athletes and the talent that we have on the track team.
That's a lot of sports to keep up with, isn't it?
A lot of sports. It's busy, but exciting time of year. It's good to see the spring group back on the field, on the court, on the track, on the golf course, just because of how things ended last spring. And it's important for us to see them back out there and enjoying their sport.
Absolutely. The other week I was out there, and just drove around and saw all the teams out there practicing. It was great just to see that, the activity. And I know that's great for the school, that's great for the athletes, for the coaches, for all of us too. So we're excited to see what comes out of the spring at Bluffton High School. So you all go by and catch a game. If you have any questions, contact Todd. I'm sure he'll be glad to direct you. Check their Twitter account, where you can find schedules and all kind of information, Bluffton High Athletics website. So Todd, we're excited to be walking alongside you and about your new role. So we thank you for joining us today. And thank you all for watching this spring sports special episode of 843 TV, where communities come to speak.